all of this makes me wonder, what's really going on here? Is this just about policy, or is it about pushing people out the door? Joining me today to help us break it all down is federal employee rights attorney Andrew Weeks. Andrew, we missed you in the last couple of episodes, but we're so glad to have you here with us today.
Thanks for having me back. It's been a few weeks, it feels like a few years with everything going on, but I'm really happy to be here with you today.
Thank you, brother. We're so glad to have you again. All right, so I want to start with the basics on telework. Telework has opened the doors for so many federal employees, especially those with disabilities. Andrew, can you walk us through how telework typically looks like and it's implemented in the government setting?
Well, it can be implemented in a variety of different ways. Of course, you can be on full telework as a reasonable accommodation, or you can be on some sort of partial telework, maybe where you telework 2 days a week and go into the office 3 days a week. Essentially, with telework, the most important thing is that it doesn't interfere with an essential function of your job, right? So if you can telework and do your job, then that is a reasonable accommodation that we need to accommodate people on with disabilities that require that. If you are a charge nurse in the emergency room, you can't telework, right? That essential function of your job is being in the emergency room helping patients, right? So you wouldn't be able to telework. So when we're talking about telework as a reasonable accommodation, we're not talking about people not being able to do their jobs because they're teleworking and they're just sitting at home. We're talking about people who have jobs. Maybe their job involves being on the phone, they're administrative, they're on the computers. We're not talking about people who are treating patients, and if they telework, then their job's not going to get done. That wouldn't be a reasonable accommodation. That person wouldn't be able to do that job. They need to be there supporting our veterans.
Right. And as a nurse, I not every job, like you said, is eligible for telework. Like, for example, if I look at my employee file, somewhere around there, I'm going to find that it says not eligible for telework. So